Hi, I'm Nancy Andrews with Bonnie Stewart with This Week at the Capitol. Bonnie, the legislature met for the first full week, and I understand the budget was a big topic.
Yeah, with the state's fiscal crisis, the eye of every legislator right now pretty much, as well as the public, is on the state budget and the deficit, trying to make sure that we do something about it to try to get our fiscal house in order.
Okay, and I understand health care was an issue as well. We're always trying to look at ways to reduce the cost of health care. What's the legislature doing with that?
Unfortunately, they're headed in the wrong direction. We want to see quality increased, cost reduced, and access increased. Unfortunately, the legislature's insurance committee, the majority in it, have approved a number of measures that would actually increase the cost of health care further, especially for small and mid-sized companies that are bound by the mandates those legislators pass. So that's unfortunately very negative news. They're driving the cost of health care up yet again.
Okay, and with the economy being the way it is and everyone worried about jobs, is the Labor Committee finally on track with that as well?
Unfortunately, that's another negative. Everyone, as you pointed out, has been saying jobs, jobs, jobs. But you get to the Labor Committee and it falls on deaf ears with some. Not all the members of the Labor Committee, but unfortunately the majority. So we've seen them introduce several different bills that would drive the cost of employing somebody in Connecticut up. And one that we've heard quite a bit about last year and we'll see again this year is mandatory paid sick leave. So unfortunately, the Labor Committee and the insurance committees up at the Capitol are looking to increase the cost of doing business, of employing people, of insuring people in Connecticut. And that's the wrong message to send.
So the business community really has to get out there.
Absolutely. I think one of the big problems we face with the legislature is that a lot of them don't know the different issues that businesses face. I don't think a lot of them truly understand that when they pass a new health insurance mandate, that's increasing the cost for every employer, and may seem like it's only a little bit at any one given time, but those things pile up and actually add significantly to the cost of health insurance. The same thing, they're like, oh, if you're a company and you're already providing sick leave, who cares? But a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work most times. So we've got some real problems up at the Capitol, and the way we can better solve them is to have employers get more involved, contact their legislators, let them know about the different issues they face so that legislators are better informed and able to make good choices for the state of Connecticut.
And they can come out for Business Day.
Business Day is an excellent opportunity for everybody. It's going to be on February 24th up at the state legislature. We're going to hear from people about the state budget, which is obviously a big issue for everyone. But then we're going to break down into 4 different breakout sessions. People have the opportunity to go see a manufacturing and participate in a manufacturing breakout, a small business breakout, a breakout on state spending and taxes in terms of the importance of consistency there, and then on labor issues. Again, there, making sure that we don't price ourselves out of the job market. So lots of opportunities, and all of those forums are going to be excellent ways to share information with legislators and have an exchange, a discussion, so that when we leave, the employer community has a better sense of what's on the minds of legislators, and legislators have a better sense of how their actions actually impact employers in Connecticut and jobs.
Okay, sounds good. Now, there was some good news on the regulatory front at the Capitol this week,
Yes,
right?
there was, and we really appreciate that. There's been a big move on the part of CBIA to try to change the regulatory environment, to make sure that when we do adopt regulations, that we do it in a manner that allows employers to have input, and that we understand and legislators understand the economic impact of those regulations. And a number of measures have been moved along the process up at the Capitol, so there'll be an opportunity for public hearing and more input, and hopefully they'll have a better understanding of some of the challenges we face, and in the end can help reform that regulatory environment and make it better for all of us.
Okay. And what should we be paying attention to next week? What's happening?
Next week, the hot topic is going to be state spending and taxes again. The legislature started hearing from the public and state agencies regarding the state budget this week. That'll continue next week. And Pete Gioia from CBIA will be testifying from the business community's perspective to let everyone know exactly what we need to do to try to address some of our fiscal concerns on the state budget front. In addition to that, the Finance Committee, the legislature's taxing committee, will be meeting next week as well for the first time to bring about their different proposals. That's going to be important because it's rumored, we'll see when we see the agenda, but right now it's rumored that they're planning on putting out a number of measures to try to help businesses to try to encourage job growth in the state, and we would be very appreciative of that.
Okay. Thanks, Bonnie. For more information on all of these stories, visit CBIA.com.